Hello everyone, this is Tengu, and welcome back to another Bloodborne boss drawing. In the last episode, we fought Vicar Amelia in the Grand Cathedral. Upon defeating her, we had a mysterious vision where the old adage of Byrgenwerth was revealed. We can now use this password to open the gates that lead into the Forbidden Woods, the road to Byrgenwerth. All is going well until we encounter a tall, hooded figure carrying a large canvas sack over his shoulder. Before we can defeat him, he goes into a fit of rage, and we are overcome by this strange new adversary. Our vision goes dark as we are carried off to the dark and twisted, unseen village of Yahar'ghul. We are thrown in a cell, but the door is left open, almost as though our abductors know there is no hope of escape. Through sheer force of will, we are able to fight or flee from these creatures in the hopes of finding a way out of this new nightmare. We finally find a passage out through a hole in the wall that leads to the outskirts of the village. We spot a massive gate and quickly run towards it, barely noticing as the remains of a large beast surge to life. We have awoken the Darkbeast Paarl from its slumber, and it now will be the final obstacle between us and escape. Lightning courses through the skeletal remains of this dark beast, and the fight will be difficult for those unprepared. Defeating Paarl will require a little back and forth, wait for his combos to finish, get a hit and back off. After a while, Paarl will charge himself, emanating a much more powerful electric field. It can even blast electrical energy, so pull back or try to roll through it when you see it coming. You can stagger the beast by attacking its limbs, so try to focus on different parts of its body. It is possible to discharge his electric field by doing this, which stuns him and makes it possible to end the fight quickly with an aggressive playstyle and some well-timed dodges. Little is known about the Dark Beasts, or Paarl himself for that matter, but we can make some educated guesses through what we do know. First off, Paarl drops the Spark Hunter badge upon its death. This badge was crafted in secret by Archibald, the infamous eccentric of the Healing Church, for his friends. This would suggest that Paarl was once a close friend of Archibald. Archibald was fascinated with the blue sparks that emanate from the hides of dark beasts, and dedicated his life to its artificial reproduction, in a style of inquiry that, incidentally, closely followed the methodology of Byrgenwerth. You can get a look at what Archibald achieved if you pick up a weapon called the Tonitrus in the area. Striking this peculiar iron Morningstar flail like a match generates the same blue sparks that blanket a dark beast. Unfortunately, for reasons untold, the hunters of Archibald's time did not fully take to the device. Because we find the Tonitrus, Bolt Paper, and later the Tiny Tonitrus, all crafted by Archibald, as well as the Darkbeast Paarl here, it seems likely that Archibald operated from within the village of Yahar'ghul. The hole that we traveled through to get to Paarl, and the gate that only opens from the Yahar'ghul side, makes it seem to me that Paarl was tasked with guarding the gate to the village, and perhaps even stopping escapees like ourselves. Paarl was eventually overcome by the beasthood, and too large to leave, was trapped in the small pass. You can encounter another dark beast in the game that takes the form of an old beggar. When he transforms, he doesn't have the skeletal features that Paarl has, suggesting that Paarl is in fact dead, and somehow the blue sparks bring him back to life. This may have to do with some experiments done by Archibald, or is simply one of the powers of the dark beasts. I decided to go with Henrik's attire to best defend against the beast's electrical attacks. The taciturn old hunter Henrik was once partners with Father Gascoigne, and though they were a fierce and gallant duo, their partnership led to Henrik's tragically long life. His unique yellow garb is resistant to bolt, and will be of great help to any hunter who has inherited the onus of the hunt. There is a set that can be picked up in this area that I also had a lot of requests for, but I thought it might be good to save that one for the return trip. For our weapon, I had a lot of you asking for Ludwig's Holy Blade for this fight, and who was I to say no? It is said that the silver sword was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. When transformed, it combines with its sheath to form a greatsword. It exhibits several departures from the workshop's designs, suggesting that the church anticipated much larger, inhuman beasts, and will be perfect for our battle with Paarl. When Paarl falls, we are free to open the gate and come out the other side into Old Yharnam. We've escaped the horrors of Yahar'ghul for now, but it certainly won't be the last time we enter that twisted place. But for now, we will press onward, back on the road through the Forbidden Woods to Byrgenwerth. There is another boss that awaits us in the woods, and those shadows will be our next fight. If you have any suggestions for weapons and attire you would like to see used in that fight, please let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.